Hey guys, and I'm back with another video. This is my craziest transformation of 2024. So let's get into it. So as you can see, his hair was very overgrown. I haven't done his color in about a year. So it's about like 5 to 6 inches of regrowth, which is okay. It just makes it a little bit more challenging. My anxiety was very high. So anyways, I save a little bit of room from the roots to where I started, and then I go from like that point to where the blonde is, and I just kind of paint it down, especially towards the ends. You don't want to bring it directly to the blonde. You kind of want to feather it down, because if you paint it down too far, you're gonna have breakage, meaning the hair is gonna like snap off from being over processed. So you have to be very careful. So after that, I go in, after that's about halfway through processing, then I go in and then I do the roots. That's the safest way to do it. Because if I was to just do it from the roots all the way down to where the previous blonde was, there's going to be lots of banding, just meaning different shades of blonde. And breakage is a thing too. So you gotta be careful. So we are doing neon green and violet. So the neon green is going on the left side of the head. We're just painting it down from the roots to the ends. I save a little bit of room, like to the part where it's like divided, because I don't want to accidentally get on the other side. So I'm just kind of going from the interior roots to the ends. And then at the very end, I will go on like more of the part and then drag it over to the left side. So I'm just going to apply the green throughout that whole section, and you can follow along until we get to the next part. So when I mixed this dye, I did Neon Green by Pravana. I added a little bit of yellow in there just to get it like super neon. And then I always add a little bit of conditioner in to mix it with, just because it'll sit on the hair at the same time, and you know, it'll condition and moisturize the hair. Okay, and now it's time for the purple. Purple is by Violet by Pravana as well. And I used to have purple hair, so I love when my clients get purple because I can like live through them with the you know, the purple hair. So I had a lot of fun doing this, and I did it the same way again. I was a little bit more nervous doing the purple side because like if any got on the green side, it would not be good. I would be like so upset. So yeah, very careful. My anxiety was super high doing this side, but you know, you just say a little prayer and you go in, you do it. So I did the purple from the roots all the way to the ends as well, and I'm just kind of massaging it in with my hand to just make sure everything is evenly coated. And I did the same thing on this side, interior roots to the ends, and then after I will go over like kind of like the part and brush it out to the right. He has super long hair, so I had to use like 2 boxes of that, and then I added a little bit more of like red to it to make it like more violet and not like blue violet, more like neutral violet. So because he has so much hair and it's so long, and like the lightening process was like, the lightening process is really like 2 processes in one, and it's back to back. He has a lot of hair. So like the lightening process, the whole thing all together took about like 2 hours, I would say. And then this part, you have to get the perfect middle part so that everything is balanced. You know what I mean? So like I went in and really took my time doing that. Now we're about probably like 4 hours into it, or maybe 5 hours. And now I am blowing out his hair. It's super vibrant, as you can see. I really like the green and the purple, but I still felt like the green had like, it had like a little bit of banding. Like I said earlier, it was inevitable just because of like how long his hair was, and like, you know, it was a lot to work with. So like I went in after I blew it out because I wanted to see how it looked at, like, you know, when it's dry. So I went in and I did the blowout, and I told him, I was like, hey, I like the green, but it's a little bit inconsistent for me, and like I still see like too much of a yellow hue. So I went in and I darkened it a little bit. Yeah, because I would rather give someone like something like I'm satisfied with too. And the green is such a light color that it will fade out, like, you know, it fades out relatively faster than other colors because it's so light. So I went in and I put a darker green on top just to balance everything out, make the green more consistent, get rid of that like yellowish like hue to it. Now it's more of like a true like neon green. This is my favorite part, like blowing out the hair and just seeing like the color. I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. I really like it. I have a lot of fun doing this. Like, it's stressful just because of you know, like the length and like separating the 2 colors and trying to do it all, like, you know, and make it look really good. So after this part is done, it's like I'm exhausted, but I can breathe, you know, I can relax, I can like, you know, like just chill out a little bit. And I feel like no matter what point in my career, I'll still get like anxiety before like certain services, just because I love what I do so much. And it's like, you know, their hair, their confidence, and how they present themselves to the world is in your hands. So I put a lot of time and consideration into every single service. So now I'm doing box braids on him. He always gets his hair braided. He usually gets it like braided once a week. So I am going in and doing his box braids, and I really like how it looks with like the green, the purple, and then his natural color on the sides. I forgot to mention that earlier. He likes to keep 2 quadrants, one on either side, his natural color. So yeah, I really like how it looks when everything's like braided and like done. Like, I think it looks really cool, and I actually really do like that he has a natural hair color on the sides too. I think it's a nice touch, and I definitely saw his vision there. It looks good. So So when doing box braids, when it comes to the front, I always ask them if they want the braids to go to the sides of the head, like all the braids on the sides, or if you would like a couple to like kind of go over the front of his face. And he said that he wanted them all on the sides, so that's what I did. And now we're at the top part. So You know, the braids take like a couple hours too, so this was about like maybe 6 to 8 hours in. It was a long day, but he knows what's up. Like we got lunch and everything in between, so like, you know, like it's just a long day, but we make it fun. We had lunch, we watched The Office, and then The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which is my favorite. So yeah, it was a good day. It was fun. And as you can see, his hair looks awesome. So yeah. And you guys know that I'm not doing like stylist services if they don't get the cut, and he knows what's up. He's been my client for a few years now. So after I do the braids, then I go in and do the cut. He wanted a pointed beard, and then we like did a low taper with like the sideburn area. So yep, got that beard super sharp, just the way he likes it. And then I faded out, you know, that other area. And we're almost done, guys. This service altogether, I think it took us like 10 hours with a lunch break, while the purple and green process. So yeah, it was a long day. I was so tired by the end of it, and so was he, because he was sitting all day. So, you know, he had to like get a real good stretch after that. But yeah, this was so much fun to do, and I'm glad that I'm his stylist and his barber, because doing all of that, like, it just really showcases like everything that I can do and that I like to do, that I enjoy doing. So it's like the full package, you know, in one. Yeah, so this is the after look. So 10 hours later, and I charge $400 for this service because of how long it takes and, you know, everything like that. I hope that you guys enjoy. Let me know what side you like better, purple or green. All right, see you in the next video.